Just cut that. Hello and welcome to the 19th installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast.
That was disastrous pre-recording.
Alright, I'm going to redo the intro.
Okay. I liked the energy, though.
Hello and welcome to the 19th installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. This is definitely the first time I'm recording this intro.
Definitely.
I'm your host, Chris, and our co-host, who has already opened his horrendous mouth. Jordan, you're supposed to keep quiet.
You know what's funny? When I opened my mouth and said that, I instantly said, you know what, I'm going to cut that, because typically I don't say anything until you introduce me. And then you had to go out of your way to talk shit.
Yeah, I will.
I will fuck you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Alright, we'll be back in episode 20. Thanks for tuning in.
That was it. That was the whole episode.
I might use that as our April Fool's episode.
You can, fucking Christ.
What is happening to us?
You can import our RSS feed into your favorite or least favorite podcasting app, and you can find us on Spotify. Both links are in the description below. And you can always send us an email, comment, question, concern, or death threat at synapsemisfire@pm.me.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
That was a rough one. So, Chris, what have you been up to in the last 4.5 minutes? Anything new happen?
No, I just had a mild stroke. That wasn't a planned stutter. That was real.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Anyway,
Man.
hopping in, going all out. I'm surprised you didn't ask about the story note that just says mouse effigy.
I was waiting for you to bring that up because I am very confused as to what that is, but like I didn't know how to work that into conversation. You know what I mean?
So, we have mice in our ceiling in our apartment.
Oh, funnily enough, there's a mouse in my ceiling currently that goes fucking ape shit and it freaks out the boy, the cat. He was going crazy looking for the mouse because it's in the ceiling, but it's the loudest mouse I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It might even be like a rat or something.
Maybe, because I remember we heard one night after recording. You remember that?
Yeah.
Right over there?
Yeah, this one sounded big.
Yeah. So I asked the landlord about getting it fixed and him being him. He was like, I can't do much. Put down some traps. I'll burn some traps. Still hasn't brought the traps as of recording this. That was like 4 days ago.
Okay.
So step one, he brings the traps.
Capture
I'll try
the
it
mouse
out.
and release it into his house. So how do you like that, fucker?
I'm going to try the traps if he brings them. If that doesn't work, I'm going to tell him he needs to get someone or he's not getting his rent. But that's besides the point.
Yes, that is a legal thing you can do as much as your landlord will tell you you cannot. You can legally withhold rent if your landlord refuses to fix a problem that's in your apartment that you are renting. That is a law.
Yeah.
Don't get pushed around by your landlord.
Anyway, exactly my thinking.
It's like that scene in Spider-Man. In
Yeah,
Spider-Man
the door.
3. He goes, you'll get your rent when you fix this damn door.
That scene used to scare me.
Why didn't they bring back Tobey Maguire?
What did you hear for the new Spider-Man movie? They're supposed to... every leak is pointing to the fact that it's going to be...
Maguire?
It's going to be live-action Spider-Verse.
Tobey Maguire?
It's going to be Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire.
Fuck Andrew Garfield.
Dude,
Just
I
bring
liked
back
him,
Tobey
though.
Maguire.
I liked Andrew, though. I mean,
Did
Tobey
you?
was better, but I think Andrew played the part of, like, Spider-Man the best. He just had this shitty, non-teenager style.
No, I think Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man and is the true canonical Spider-Man.
Well, I agree that he was the best overall, but if you break it down into Peter Parker versus Spider-Man, I definitely think Tom Holland has the best Peter Parker.
Nah.
You don't think
Nah.
so? Do you know
Tobey Maguire.
Are you aware that Peter Parker isn't a 30-year-old man?
No, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire is a 30-year-old man.
And he was Spider-Man.
Well, he hasn't fucking fixed
He's
this
the
goddamn
only
thing.
good Spider-Man.
I beg to differ, but besides the point. The mouse effigy. I've decided that should the traps not work, and should the landlord blow me off, I'm going to find one of their kind, dice it up into tiny pieces, and make an effigy out of its organs. And hang that from the ceiling, so that way the mice know not to come down. It was either that or throw Oscar in the ceiling.
If I go to your apartment and there is a dead mouse hanging up from the ceiling, I'm just gonna walk back out. I'm just gonna walk back out and drive home.
I'm gonna set traps like a cartoon. I'm gonna have like a zip line, not a zip, a tripwire, where they step on it and their foot's in like a loop and then it just rips them into the ceiling.
Have you seen that mouse trap that is, instead of like a plate that triggers a snap trap that destroys their spine,
Yeah.
it's a plate that triggers the trigger on a gun. Have you seen that mouse trap
I have,
before?
yeah.
You
And
should do something like that, but with your shotgun.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Shotgun blast in the middle of the night.
I'm just sleeping, and I'm just here. Dude, boom!
This is the loudest thing.
The whole ceiling just comes down. There's just fucking gore.
What
It's like
the-
a Doom Eternal finisher.
I was just say, you just glory kill the mouse. I was just saying, with the way that apartment's put together, I wouldn't be surprised if the ceiling caved in after
Honestly.
a slight vibration.
Honestly, man, it's kind of a fucking joke. But aside from the point, yeah, that was the mouse effigy. I've been thinking about ways to deter them, and
That's horrifying.
I think dicing one of their kind into tiny pieces would be the best way.
What really messes with mice is the glue traps.
I had one of those, and then Oscar got stuck in it.
Oh yeah, I had one left over. From when I had mice from before I had Chunk, and Chunk got stuck in it.
Huh.
He found one and it got stuck to his foot, and my dad told me, I was like, "Did you buy glue traps for mice?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did like months ago." I was like, "Oh, your cat got stuck in one of them." He was freaking out. I had to like pull it off of him. So yeah, that really messes with them.
Cats.
So if you do that and they get trapped, and then if you have a couple of them, they all get trapped together and they just watch each other slowly die.
Yeah.
That might deter them.
I want to play the little video I got. So I have the Note 10 Plus, which I don't know if you remember. Part of the marketing was the whole zoom in audio thing. As you zoom in on a point, it'll focus audio from
like
that
a video game.
What?
You know, like when you scope in on a rifle in a video
Oh,
game.
and you hear people
You
talking.
can hear dialogue louder as if you were right next to them somehow.
Yes, kind of like that. So I did that on my ceiling, which I will be honest, it makes the mice sound quite a bit louder than they actually are. They are pretty loud up there, but
Yep.
yeah,
That's mice.
that would be a mouse. They go fucking apeshit half the time, and it's very annoying. So yeah, that was the solution. But something very exciting has been leaked, Chris. I can't believe I forgot to put it on the notes. I forgot to talk about it
Is
last
it more
episode.
exciting than a literal effigy made of mice?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Chris, do you know what has been leaked?
No, I don't. Please tell me.
The Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro
Galaxy Buds Pro?
actually has me excited because it's supposed to maintain the design that the Galaxy Buds Plus have versus the Live, meaning not garbage,
Okay.
but add AirPod Pro competitive level ANC.
Interesting.
If it turns out to be what I think it will be because of how good the Galaxy Buds Plus are, I will be fully torqued for months.
See, the thing is, I would be wary just because... Wary is the word I want, not weary. They're different things.
Yeah.
I'd be wary because of how much of a flop the Galaxy Buds Live were.
See, that's what I find weird about the Buds Live, though, is like they were a flop in the sense that we didn't like them, but so many fucking people love those earbuds and swear by them.
But I think
It's so
that's
weird.
the thing is, like, you kind of have to. It's not.
Target audience? Is that what you're trying to get
From what
at?
I've heard, they're not earbuds that like you can really listen to in public. Because everyone will hear your music.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
pretty bleedy.
everyone will hear your music except you.
Yeah, seemingly.
And like, I don't know about you guys, but like I listen to a lot of music, and just like a lot of it is either really vulgar or like really strange. Or like, I don't know, makes me look like a bad person or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm so
And
excited.
That's the thing. I don't want other people to hear all my music all the time.
Yeah, make you look like a different kind of person.
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
probably start being like, who's this dumbass?
Exactly.
I don't know why they're Southern, but
But that's the thing, and also, and we're gonna see this definitely on whatever ends up getting released, is the I hate, hate, hate touch controls on headphones
see that's where we differ.
in any capacity.
Really, I know you've talked about it because you put your arms fucking behind your head and you trigger them, and it's depresso because it pauses the music.
So actually, no, maybe I'm lying. I do like one touch control on my Sonys.
I was gonna say Sony.
They have a feature on the WH1000s
Mark threes.
whatever the fucking things are called, the noise canceling Sony headphones. They have a feature on them where if you have noise canceling on or whatever, you can put your hand up to the headphone and it will turn on ambient sound.
While your hand is there, I love.
That's
one
pretty
reason.
cool.
That's one of the major selling points to why I wanted the WF1000 Mark III earbuds, because they do the same thing with the touch. You hold your finger there, and while you're holding it, you can talk, and then you pull your hand off, and it's fine.
So that's the thing, and that's the one touch control I do like. But my thing with touch controls is they always accidentally end up getting triggered, and when I actually try to use them, they don't work.
You know, I thought about you the other day.
That's pretty gay.
How'd you know? How'd you know I was in the shower? No, I was grocery shopping with my girlfriend, and
Of course, you thought about me in the grocery store. Fat man.
let me get there,
of course,
you fucking douchebag.
Sure.
I had my earbuds in. I was using the touch controls for numerous things, and all I thought was, wow, I actually like these. And instantly I went, oh shit. Yeah, Chris hates touch controls. And then I tried to ponder why. Because I have no problem with my Galaxy Buds Plus touch controls. I find them beautiful.
Maybe I'm just an idiot.
Well, you also have bigger hands than me, like fatter fingers.
It's like when I actually try to use the touch controls on my WH1000s, they don't actually work.
See, I'm not a fan of the swipe touch controls, especially on earbuds, but like the taps are nice.
They have the feature you can swipe up, swipe down, volume down. That one works like 60% of the time.
Yeah.
They have the thing where you double tap in the center and it'll play or pause. That one only works when I don't want it to work.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my ultimate thing here. This is my final word on touch controls, I will say. They're okay, but add a switch to turn them off.
Yeah.
Like a little toggle switch.
Oh, touch lock, yeah.
Or something like that.
Because I know, like, there's a software in the Galaxy Buds that lets you do that.
Because there's two buttons, or it's on this side. On the left ear cup, there's two buttons. One that controls, like, the noise canceling, and then there's a power button. Just add a third button that you press it, and it'll go, like, touch control is active. And then you can do your touch control thing, and then hit the button again, and it'll go, touch control is disabled. And then it's done.
Yeah.
Call that a day. I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
The only other thing that has even more obnoxious touch controls is my Tautronics wireless earbuds.
Really?
Why? You can't actually put them in your ears without doing something on the touch controls.
Yeah.
Anywhere you touch them, it's touch controls.
That's the trouble with small earbuds, honestly. Like, I don't have problems with my Galaxy Buds
so
doing
obnoxious.
that. But I could see where you probably would with bigger hands. Would probably have that exact problem.
Yeah.
You just all of a sudden you turn it on and Google Assistant is like listening. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't find my flash drive that I was very hype about.
What? Where would you?
I think it might be on your desk. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll find it after.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited for Galaxy Buds Pro because that's the one thing I've wanted. As much as I don't think I'll use it a ton, if I could get this version of earbuds with good ANC, like what I've heard AirPods Pro are like, very good. The only downside I saw was the rumors look like they come in the same fucking case as the Bean Buds. That square nasty case. I prefer this one way better. The pill style.
That was another thing that I heard. I watched a video about this, about the beans, and like one of the main comparisons that was made was to the AirPod Pros, because they're in the same sort of league.
They're supposed to be anyway, yeah.
Both in price and in like features.
Well, are they really in price though? Because
No, I think
the beans are $170. I think AirPods Pro are like $250.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Just in like features.
In features, they're supposed to be, yeah. Fucking fake ass ANC.
And now, what I heard, one of the complaints was that the case feels a lot cheaper. And the hinge, like the part that's genuinely used all the time, the hinge is like shitty plastic. Whereas on the AirPods Pro's case and the AirPods case, it's a metal hinge, a proper metal hinge, and the plastic is all very stout plastic.
Yeah.
That's like, it's not as high quality of a case, and it's not like your sunglasses case or anything. It's like that's where they're supposed to be, is in that case.
I haven't really held AirPods Pro. I've just seen outstanding reviews for it, and actually Chris that I talked about from work has them, and he loves them. But when I had them, as well as these Galaxy Buds Plus, the case, I didn't notice much necessarily cheap about it. It does have like, I think, a plastic hinge and maybe like a little metal rod in it, but like as for like overall build quality, it was good. But again, I haven't held AirPods Pro, so maybe they are genuinely like robust feeling.
Yeah,
that might be what it is.
That's the thing. But Galaxy Buds Pros, I don't know, they could be interesting.
I'm extremely excited because
it's just I want something tangible and something that has an unbiased review before I buy anything.
Well, just know if they do come out and they promise what I think they will, I will be buying them, so you'll know. I just hope they drop this stupid glossy finish. I hate that.
Fingerprint magnet. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it does... No, it doesn't. I was going to say, it shows scratches less than the matte finish on, like, the icons and the original Galaxy Buds. But that's only because this has micro scratches while the other one showed all the major scratches. I don't know. I just don't like the glossy finish that much. Not gonna lie.
That's fair.
It's not that I really care that much, but still, that'd be a nice addition if it came in a nice, robust case. I would hope so. It's supposed to be, like I said, AirPods Pro competitor. That's promising a lot if that's really what they're gonna try to do.
I think the time for making like expensive things out of plastic should be over.
Yeah.
Like the cases for stuff like that, it should be like at least like an aluminum case or something. Yeah. Right? There shouldn't be so much plastic. Mm-hmm. Well, like I'm not even making like an environmental point about this.
Just from a quality perspective.
Couldn't really care less. Just from a quality perspective, like I said, that 3D printer I bought, that I was talking about last episode, that was a cheap 3D printer. It's like $250, and the thing's all metal.
Yeah,
it's all metal. We need to see more metal stuff.
Yeah,
because
even on like car parts too, a lot of car parts are starting to become
a lot
plastic.
Of like, I've heard that on a lot of like German cars, like a new BMW, like a $60,000 car. Most of the stuff in the engine bay is plastic.
Yeah.
You know, where all the heat is.
Yeah.
We need to stop making stuff out of plastic. And if you really do care about the environment, which I said, it's not a focus of mine. I'm no environmentalist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I guess you kind of gotta care because we live here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta care a little bit, yeah.
Metal can always be melted back down. Plastic can't necessarily always be melted back down. There's certain types of plastics that once they are formed, you won't be able to melt them down in such a way that they can be formed into something else.
Yeah.
Metal, no matter what you do to it,
you can heat that baby up.
Yeah. Heat her up and melt her down, you know? Skim all whatever slag comes off the top, skim that off, and that's your waste product. But, yeah, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I would appreciate a painted aluminum case for
something out of
Galaxy
aluminum.
Buds Pro.
And that's cheap too. It's like only a little bit more than plastic
Yeah.
aluminum.
And it's like you said, I mean, we do pay very high prices for some of the stuff you buy that comes in
Or
plastic.
if you want really good brownie points with me, make it out of steel. It just won't ever break.
Yeah.
But I guess things are kind of designed to break now, aren't they?
Yeah. Very true. That's kind of the whole point going forward, is things are supposed to become obsolete.
That kind of sucks.
It's kind of like we talked about the M1 chip, which people have actually tried now, and it seems good, but the RAM being built into the chip, a little bit obsolete there,
That's so annoying.
no room for upgrade. There's no upgradable RAM or storage, I don't think, on the new MacBooks.
That's so annoying. That's so annoying.
So
Now, what's gonna happen? Because at least on newer MacBooks, I think newer MacBook Pros, it is socketed, the RAM. Because there's so many configurations.
yeah,
But on MacBook Airs, you have like 2 RAM configurations. It's like 8 and 16 gigs.
yeah, and that's it.
And they're both soldered to the board. Those you could at least replace if you had the know-how.
Yeah,
They were like relatively easy to unsolder and replace. But now if it's built into the CPU, you're going to have to replace that whole unit. So that brings the amount of people...
which I doubt the M1 is socketed. I don't think it's socketed.
The amount of people who are going to replace or be able to replace a complicated BGA chip like that is probably like in the single digits.
Yeah.
And the amount of people who are going to pay for the amount of people who are going to pay for that BGA chip to be replaced is probably in the zeros.
Yeah.
And that's stupid, which I think even worse than soldered RAM. Like soldered CPUs I kind of get. But soldered RAM is it's shitty. And then what's even more shitty than that is soldered storage.
Yeah.
With that's stupid. So now what happens is you go to the Apple store and they go, oh, there's a minor fault with your logic board. We're just gonna swap it all out, because they don't call it a motherboard for some reason. There's a minor fault with your motherboard. We're just gonna swap the whole thing out. Get fucked. You don't have storage anymore. All those precious family photos that were on your storage, nah, you don't have them. You don't have them no more.
Yeah.
Just get an SSD. Just put it on an SSD. It's just as fast, it's just as reliable, and it's not annoying.
Yeah. The only not to play devil's advocate, but the only thing about Apple with losing photos and stuff is they do have that, robust iCloud system with their whole ecosystem.
I suppose.
But not everyone also pays for it and has all their shit backed up, and you don't see failure coming on a laptop. Like, yeah, sometimes you see things happen, you're like, something's awry, but there just could be a day where the thing doesn't turn on.
Well, and with solid state storage, you can't exactly hear it going wrong either.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too, was like with a hard drive, you can sometimes hear it clicking, making noises, but
yeah,
not so much. You hear electricity, you're like, I hears it.
I hear a failure. I heard a bit just.
I heard that drop from 5 volts down to 3. I heard it. Boys, we dropped a 1.
We flipped a bit, boys. Flip her back. I just think, I don't know. I think soldered storage is definitely not the way to go. Also, I guess a lot of people do end up backing stuff up to OneDrive, or I said OneDrive. iCloud, which is OneDrive but better.
True.
OneDrive, but it probably works. And isn't annoying. But they use iCloud. I guess that makes sense. But think about the kind of people who buy MacBooks.
Yep.
Right? Not guys like us. People who don't know anything about anything. And if that's offensive, I apologize. But it's my honest opinion that most people who buy MacBooks buy it because it's a MacBook. And not because they care about the computing power or know anything about computers. They buy a MacBook because, everyone has a MacBook. Yeah. All the cool people have a MacBook. What do I need this $2,700 laptop for? I don't know. What makes this laptop $2,700? I don't know. What's an Intel Core i9? I don't know. I just want the thing. You know? It's stupid. So, Macs usually for stupid people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. That's one way to put it. Did you see the new MacBook Air with the M1 chip? This isn't necessarily like dissing Apple, but they took the fan out. There's no fan in the M1 Apple MacBook Air.
That's fair, I think.
And so and it's fine. They use a passive heat dissipation. But what I just thought was so funny was I was reading the comments on the video talking about it, and the guy goes, "Damn, they took the air out of MacBook Air." I'm like,
I guess they did.
I'm like, damn, he got a point.
It's the MacBook now.
The MacBook Passive.
The MacBook Passive. I'm still waiting on the MacBook Liquid, where you just hook that bitch up to a reservoir and it and just pumps away. I was gonna make a point. No, they had just a MacBook for a while. They had MacBook Air, MacBook Pro.
Do they still make a MacBook? No.
And they just had the MacBook, which was the 12-inch one with the one port.
Yeah. Yeah, because now it's just the Air and the Pro, huh?
The Air and the Pro. So, maybe let me rephrase my statement from earlier. MacBook Airs are for stupid people.
Yeah.
MacBook Pros, sometimes people buy them because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which I guess you could get a MacBook Pro for, like, I'm thinking maybe music creation.
I do have to say they have some good editing software.
Final Cut Pro, if that's your game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That stuff seems decent. You know, seems like you can get a decent amount done with Final Cut.
You could always just use DaVinci Resolve, which is free and has a lot more features than Final Cut. But it has a full built-in audio editor, full built-in color grader, full built-in video effects and stuff. It's a very solid editor, but that's just my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
That's just
Just because you're anti-Apple.
Blackmagic, please pay me. I'm promoting your software.
But yeah, the M1 performance, so it's pretty good, you know.
I didn't expect it to be bad per se. It's just it just seems like it's not going to take off in such a way that it's going to replace all the Intel chips that they use.
Yeah, which is kind of exactly what we expected. Was like,
yeah,
I didn't expect it to flop and die. I didn't expect it to be like the butterfly switches that they had. The butterfly
which
switches
are literally
didn't stick around.
designed to fail.
Yeah.
But what I will say, I've used a modern MacBook exactly once. And I will say the keyboard is very nice.
Yeah. They have a pretty solid keyboard.
Generation after the butterfly.
Yeah.
I heard the butterfly was pretty good,
but it broke.
If you got anything underneath, it would break.
Yeah.
It would just detonate the keyboard.
Yeah, basically.
So that's the thing with the butterfly keyboard, but the new keyboards they're very nice to type on. The thing I will say, and this isn't just MacBooks, this is all modern laptops, the trackpads are getting out of control.
What do you mean?
Like
size or?
Yeah, they're huge. Always. Why? Why do I need that much trackpad?
Maybe to simulate range of motion.
Who is using that much trackpad? Who's using trackpad in the first place?
Yeah. I do have to say, some of it, I don't know why when you just said that, it made me think of that dumbass, flat-ass Apple mouse they have, where it's like...
Oh, it's just a trackpad but big.
Yeah,
Well, it was a trackpad but big, but now every trackpad is 15 square miles.
This thing's huge. Some of Apple's peripherals are fucking retarded. Like that mouse.
That thing's like $70.
Yeah, their little keyboard too. The little skinny ass keyboard they have. I mean, it's like I think the type on it is fairly nice, but like it's like 3 inches tall. What about? I meant to ask you, how is Mac OS nowadays? Because last time I used it was in 8th grade was when I used it extensively on an iMac. And then I used it like a couple years ago once, and I fucking hate it. Even the fact that there's no ets and minimize, it's like these colored circles. Like
I have no idea. In the last 7 years, I've probably used Mac OS for like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to fix like a couple things on some personal laptops that belonged to some higher ups in the company I work at. And that's like they what they say goes usually. So I'm like, I don't usually fix personal things. But like it's
it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the last I checked, it was absolute a nightmare. Like I don't know. I think it's gotten better for sure with Big Sur or whatever.
You just kind of have to get used to it.
Yeah.
I will say I don't really like the like what do they call it? The dock. Mm-hmm. I don't like that as a system.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of idea as a taskbar, but like I even don't
Worse.
A lot of Linux distros try this too. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's
I don't know.
It's just not as good. It takes up way more space and doesn't look as nice. You can only have applications on it.
Yeah.
Your time and stuff is at the top. What's the deal with that?
I wonder what they're gonna do with their iPads. Considering it's funny to see them develop this M1 chip for their laptops and then promote the iPad by saying, "What's a computer?"
What's a computer? That
a little contradictory.
I genuinely that might be the worst ad I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The what's a computer?
I mean,
ad.
last time I checked, I wasn't playing Valhalla on an iPad.
I remember I watched that ad on TV when it was still running on TV. I watched that ad. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this child to death just for being involved with this commercial.
Just for being so disrespectful.
I'm so upset.
Yeah.
Because it was the original iPad Pro, right?
Yeah. I think it was the original one, yeah. Because they were trying to market it as an alternative. For
a fully decked out iPad Pro, the Pro, the keyboard, the whole bit, it's like $1,000.
I think if you get the new iPad
or like
Pro, it's $8,000, and the keyboard is $350. So it's like $1,500.
I'm gonna fact check. I'm gonna fact check us before anyone gets angry. I'm gonna fact check us. iPad Pro. The iPad Pro. The 11-inch starts at $799, and the 12.9-inch starts at $999. If you want any meaningful amount of storage, so the 128 is $999, the 256 is $1,099, the 512 is $1,299, and the 1 terabyte is $1,499.
That's
$1,400. And on top of that, hang on, let me go back. Keyboards. The Apple keyboard, the good one,
it's $350, right? The Magic Keyboard.
The Magic Keyboard is $299.
So what is that, like $1,800 total? If you want to fully spec it.
If you want a fully spec'd out one, that is $1,800. That's entering MacBook Pro territory. If you really wanted to. If you're gonna fully spec'd out iPad Pro, why not just spend the extra few dollars and get a MacBook Pro, or spend the same amount of money and get a slightly used MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Get one on eBay.
Yeah. Truthfully,
I don't know what to tell you.
That's nuts. That price. Oh my god.
There's no way in hell that I'm paying $1,500 for a tablet.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of tablets, I'll do a segue.
Fucking tablet that's $1,500. Ridiculous. $1,000 ridiculous. $800 is ridiculous for a tablet.
I'm gonna make you madder.
I wouldn't spend $1 over $200 for a tablet.
I'm gonna make you madder, okay?
Okay.
Heard of the X1 Fold?
No.
It's made by your favorite company, Lenovo.
Ooh. I like Lenovo, but I like Lenovo in like 2014.
Look up the X1 Fold. It is a tablet, laptop, foldable, like the Galaxy Z Fold.
Lenovo X1 Fold?
Yep.
Because they had the X1 line of laptops, the X1 Carbon.
Which are incredible, yes.
The world's first foldable PC. That's pretty bold, Lenovo. The guys who make laptops. That's pretty bold. I just locked my laptop by doing that.
Yeah. The world's first foldable. Yeah. It's also $2,800.
You're fucking me right now.
Starting at $2,800.
All right.
Oh my god, man. The
All right.
price on this fucking thing.
All right. Oh my god. All right, hang on. The world's first foldable PC, which is blatantly a lie, because I'm holding a foldable PC right now. Let's see. Buy now. I'm gonna buy one right now on stream. On stream? On podcast.
For $2,800?
Oh yeah.
An Intel i5.
No, it starts
L6
at $24.99.
I'm on Lenovo's website. It says starting at
I'm on
28.
Lenovo's website right now, and I'm seeing web price ThinkPad X1 Fold $24.99.
Huh.
Read 'em and weep, baby.
What does that
I'm
give
on
you?
just view current model. I just clicked add to cart. Or I just clicked buy now. Let's see what a top spec model is. $3,100. Windows 10 Pro. That's fair. 8 gigs.
There we go. Now it's bringing it
8 gigs of RAM. 1 terabyte of storage. For $3,100. If I am paying $3,000 for a computer, it better have more than 8 gigs of RAM.
But Chris, it's not a computer. It's a foldable PC. It's the first one. Oh, it even tells you the RAM is soldered.
It is soldered. It's soldered. I wouldn't expect anything less. No. If you're making me spend $3,000 on a computer, I don't expect any less than 32 gigs of RAM.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. My computer costs like $3,000. A little less than $3,000 actually.
You got 64.
And I have 64 gigs of RAM. So suck my nuts. I'm not paying $3,000 for 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
And no dedicated GPU. Oh, but I get the Lenovo Mod Pen. Wow.
The one thing I will say that makes me happy about it is their hinge design is pretty good. So hopefully that'll influence future foldables.
I'm not even mad at this because it folds. I'm just mad at it because it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm. Which is probably a result of it folding.
It starts... Now,
I paid less than that for my PC. Less than $2,500. I paid $1,700.
The cheapest one I'm looking at is $24.99.
It supports 5G coming in 2021.
Wow.
Sick. That way you can use it in all like 3 cities that have it.
You can hear the excitement in my voice.
Clearly.
Let's see. The bottom spec model has a Core i5 L16G7 processor, 1.4 gigahertz.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
up
fucking
to 3
laughable.
gigahertz.
Fucking laughable.
5 cores, 5 threads. That's strange. 4 megabytes of cache. That's fucking nothing. A foldable 2K OLED screen, so it's at least OLED.
Wait a minute.
That's fair.
Wait a minute. Every model of it has the same i5. What is different?
Wait.
It's the storage that changes. That's it.
You're shitting me right now.
It's only the storage.
You are fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. You pay an extra $600 for a 1 terabyte SSD.
I can buy a 1 terabyte SSD for $50.
Or
Or like $100, depending on the day.
My 1 terabyte NVMe SSD was like $119.
Mine was about 100, and that's an NVMe.
Yeah.
If you go to SATA SSD, you can get them for like $80.
Man,
I just realized that's the only thing that changes. It's the same i5.
I like I like Lenovo up until
5 minutes ago.
no, up until like 2015, 2016 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this laptop I have, pretty stout. This is from 20. That probably fucked up the mic because I heard the springs reverberating.
Yeah.
This laptop's pretty stout. It's mostly plastic.
Yeah.
Which I just complained about plastic things. But it's solid plastic. It's like the fiberglass reinforced plastic. And there's no deck flex.
Yeah, at all.
New Lenovo laptops, new laptops in general, deck flex out the ass. How? Just make it out of something, like, make it out of not garbage, please.
There's, just want to bring this up. There's the ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 5 for $12.99, right? You get an i5 10th gen processor, 1.6 up to 4.2, 16 gigs of RAM. Granted, it is DDR3. You get a 512 gigabyte PCIe SSD, and it's literally $1,300 cheaper. But hang on. Before I give them too much credit, what is this? It says web price $3,100 after coupon $1,300.
What?
So apparently it's on a major sale. So if that's the case, $3,100, then never mind. That laptop is also trash. Look up ThinkPad X1 Yoga Gen 5.
Laptops. It's the ThinkPad. ThinkPad X1
Yoga Gen 5. Wow. And here's me thinking I used to like Lenovo.
Starting at 12,750. Or no, 12,7050. Let's see here. Yeah, I see one that's $3,300 with a $1,400 coupon. I see the one you're looking at, I think. The 10th gen i5, 16 gigs of soldered RAM, 512 gig SSD, for $1,759. But before any coupons, it is $3,199. There's one for $3,800 that with coupons is $2,100, and one for $3,300 that with coupons is $1,800.
Hey, I just want to bring this up. I don't know why I'm still looking at stuff, but they have a desktop here, a gaming desktop. Yo, the price is actually not that bad.
No, their gaming desktops are. I've heard good things about them.
$650 with the coupon right now, right? A 9th gen i5, 2.9 up to 4.1. Windows 10, obviously. 16 gigs of DDR4, 256 gig PCIe SSD, a 1660 Ti. That's not that bad. It really isn't that bad for $650.
Yeah, go buy that.
And really, the only thing you'd have to do is swap out that fucking power supply. That's inevitably a nuke waiting to go off. At least in my experience. Anyway, that's the X1 Fold, Chris. I don't know how much of that's staying in, but maybe I can cut around it. What do you think? You wanna do halves on a $3,500 tablet?
No, I don't think I will.
Damn. And here I was thinking we were getting a podcast X1 Fold. Guess I'll have to stick to mouse effigies.
Yeah, I guess. Boo-hoo.
Right? What about the new Radeon cards?
Oh.
I see you put some stuff in there about that.
Yeah, the launch for those was a fucking mess. It's old news by the time this goes up.
Yeah.
But
the launch for everything next gen has been a fucking disaster.
Yeah, they had no stock to fill pre-orders. So there were shops that had like 500 and 600 pre-orders that ended up with like 3 or 4 graphics cards.
Yeah.
Not 3 or 400, 3 or 4. Period. That's it. But I guess there's a big Christmas rush going on right now, so they're shipping out thousands of them. So they're shipping those out en masse. However, if you're looking for a new GPU, there's a Bitcoin bubble right now. Bitcoin's up to like 19K. So you're going to have people buying GPUs en masse to mine Bitcoin. This happened in 2017,
With the
where a
10
1080
series.
with a 1080 Ti's went from like 650, 750 to like 14 or $1,500 because everyone was buying them, and never mind scalped ones.
Yeah. That's absolutely insane, man. This is a rough year for next gen hardware.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to get anything. The new consoles, the new cards, anything. The new processors.
What about like they have to have some made for Christmas, right? Surely.
The Sony president said they are done. They are out. They sold every piece of hardware they had.
Holy shit.
So, how true that is, I don't know, but it's insane. It seems like out of all the consoles that were sold and all the cards that were sold, maybe 12% of the populace that actually wanted the cards for personal use or the consoles for personal use got it, and the rest was scalped. That's what it seems like, anyway.
Yeah, I was looking the other day, because I was on a conversation with someone at work about scalped PS5s and stuff, and like they're still like $1,500.
Yeah, my brother has one. My brother ended up getting a PS5.
There was actually a guy that I saw on eBay who was like, he had one up that said, "This is an image of a PS5. Don't bid on this. This is just a listing to trick bots."
Yeah.
And that one was bid up to like $1,500, and it was like, or no, it was bid up to like $700 or $800, and it was like, when you buy this, you will receive a printed picture of a PS5.
Yeah.
This is only to trick bots.
They did that with the 30 series as well. Some people did that, where they sent photos of the fucking cards. It's insane, dude. Absolutely insane. But you know what wasn't scalped that I was able to buy? Totally not tech related. I got new shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them. You ever wear mesh sneakers at all, like running shoes or anything like that?
No.
I always do, and like today, rain.
Water
Bad.
ingress.
Bad.
Yes.
I have been buying shoes from a company called Vessi for a while now. They make the only mesh waterproof sneaker, and god damn is it incredible. Funny enough, the same day I got the sneakers, I got a super limited edition poster in the mail that was soaked because it was fucking pouring that day. So I'm getting a new one sent to me.
That's so annoying.
Which is nice. But yeah, funny enough, ironically enough, I got these right here, and they are waterproof.
I just have a set
fucking
of
love them.
I just have a set of hiking boots that are waterproof.
Yeah. They cause that sweat though.
Not really.
No?
Nah.
Tell me hiking boots are not hot.
Nah.
You're a fucking weirdo.
They're not.
How are they not?
They just aren't.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you. They're just not.
So in the summer, when you're just chilling, they're not hot?
No.
Alright,
They just aren't.
Apparently you got something going there. You
They
got
are
like
not.
little fans.
They're just like regular shoes.
Nah. That shit do be getting hot though.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, well, anyway, that's why I wear mesh sneakers. They're way more comfortable than like a solid skate shoe. I used to wear skate shoes my entire life. Oh my god, never going back. Honestly, skate shoes, fucking hate them. You got anything to add?
Ah.
Anything happen? I'm trying to think if there was anything I saw.
I had an incident with my Bluetooth adapter recently.
In what, your car or your PC?
No, on my computer. Okay, so for some reason my headphones weren't pairing, and then I see on my Bluetooth adapter, I looked in Device Manager, it just said like driver error.
Oh, nice.
Like, well, that doesn't help. So I was like, hang on, maybe I can get the driver manually. So I tried to do that, and I'm cutting like hours out of my story.
Yeah.
Like maybe an hour goes by. I'm finally able to find the right driver and install it. And it recognizes it, and I can pair my headphones now. But when I actually play sound, it's like it cuts in and out. So it'll be
Really?
like, uh, 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 uh.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was weird. And then I was like, oh my god. So I completely got rid of the driver, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do a Windows update and then restart and see if that does anything. No, it doesn't. And then probably like after messing with this thing for like probably 2 hours,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't do anything and it just worked.
Really?
And it still works. But the only thing is, I have to change, when I reboot, I have to change the driver from generic Bluetooth radio to generic Bluetooth adapter for some reason.
Huh.
Or else it won't work. I don't know why, but that's a change I can make. And that's okay with me.
Yeah, as long as it works.
Yeah. And it works.
Yeah.
And that was that. That was frustrating. Incredibly so.
Yeah, I can imagine. I didn't like the pop that chair just made.
That's fine, probably. Cat.
Alright, it's now the Chunk Show.
Say something. Didn't want to say anything. Hello? Are you alive? Oh, he wants to leave. Hang on. Alright, go on.
Damn, what a dickhead. Hey, you realize that when this episode goes live, we'll be playing Cyberpunk, baby.
Cyberpunk. This will go out on the 16th. Yeah. Cyberpunk. I'll be playing it, probably.
Yeah, as will I.
That's crazy that it hasn't been delayed again.
Yeah, and no, it's, you know, people have the game, right? There's spoilers roaming around the internet now.
Well,
People got physical copies of
I
it.
will keep my eyes closed.
Yeah. People got physical copies early.
No, the corner of the internet I usually hang out in won't have spoilers.
Where's that, Pornhub?
Yeah. No, I just like... I've completely broken my YouTube recommended. Because
Yeah.
I just watch literally anything.
Memes and stuff. That's the problem with mine, is that I got spoilers for, like, Red Dead 2.
But I don't watch...
And The Last of Us.
I don't watch anything video game related.
Mm-hmm. So you'll be good, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
I usually have to stay off the internet off YouTube specifically for a while. After something major comes out.
Yeah, there's a couple, like, things where I'd be like, well, maybe they would spoil something, but I'll just avoid it, you know?
I have to get in the habit of not looking at thumbnails and just reading, like, the first word of the title when I'm scrolling through, like, YouTube or anything.
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of is spoilers might show up on, like, Instagram, because that definitely happened with the Star Wars movies and Last of Us 2. I saw Endgame. I saw there was a lot of spoilers for that stuff. So I'm assuming they'll get a hold of the spoilers for Cyberpunk and post them.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just not use Instagram.
Do you actually hear CD Projekt Red put out like a notice about spoilers?
Did they?
And it was so funny because they started off almost as if they were the betas, and they were like, please don't. We want everyone to experience the game. You know, don't stream it or post content until launch day. And then they just ended it on a final statement. They're like, oh, never mind. They're the alphas. They were like, otherwise, we will send. And it was a corporation that hunts down people who spoil things and leak things that are technically under like DRM. No, sorry, not the NDA. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
What the hell was that?
The mouse in my ceiling's going crazy. He's trying to get it. He just jumped off of something.
Yeah, things that are under NDA, not DRM. I don't know why that came to mind. They'll hunt them down
and they kill them.
They literally quoted them. They were like, "We will send whatever after you." That's how they ended it? That's what they finished the sentence with, and it was just like, "Oh, shit, okay."
Spoil Cyberpunk, and we will kill you. will send an organization out to have you murdered.
What about does Cyberpunk have a DRM? I almost remember hearing it does.
I assume not, because at least on GOG Galaxy, I don't think anything has DRM.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah.
Did you actually hear about the multiplayer for Cyberpunk?
I heard it was gonna be a thing, but like, it's probably like an afterthought thing, I imagine.
It's a massive expansion coming later. They said they don't want it to be just another mode. It's going to be its own massive thing. So.
Okay. The only thing I would say about that is, like, if it's its own massive expansion, I really hope it's not required multiplayer and you can play it on your own.
That's kind of what I don't like about Ghost of Tsushima's free expansion. Ghost of Tsushima Legends is that it's required multiplayer.
Ugh.
So I hope it's not. But, you know, multiplayer could be kind of cool for a game like that. If anyone can do it right, I would think CD Projekt Red would kind of understand the market and understand what the players want.
That's the thing, is they haven't really made many multiplayer games before.
Yeah.
One I can think of in, like, recent memories, like Gwent.
Yeah. Gwent. That was the bane of my existence when I played The Witcher.
Yeah, I thought I was, like, the only one who was like, I'm not really interested in this.
I'm not.
Frankly.
I fucking hated it. I avoided it at all costs.
I kind of did too. I was like, I'm just not really interested in this card game that's tacked onto the game.
Massive
frankly.
RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, just not that interested. It's okay if you are, and I know a lot of people are, but I just don't care.
Yeah. They even made a standalone game for it, which is cool.
Which is fine. And it's like Hearthstone. I mean, like, a lot of people are into Hearthstone. It's just, I just don't like Hearthstone or any of those sorts of games because I'm not severely autistic.
Oh no. Oh, we just offended so many people.
Well, I mean, I'm generalizing a little bit. But
a little bit?
I would say a lot of people who go really hard into Hearthstone are at least a little bit autistic.
Yeah, maybe. That might be the case. But regardless, I mean, yeah, I'm happy for Cyberpunk. I wish I could skip to now and play it.
I wish I was already playing it, yeah.
Should have been since November, but, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, too? Combat in The Witcher 3 wasn't that great.
Ooh. That made a noise.
Yeah. The combat in The Witcher 3 wasn't remarkable.
Nah.
If you think about it, it was very much like story first. Everything else kind of was, just there.
Yeah, and it was okay.
It was like story and world. So like the game had a really good world. Cool characters, cool narrative.
I kind of like that out of a game, really. I don't really mind that.
Well, did you ever think about like the fact that Cyberpunk is an RPG first-person shooter?
Yeah, a lot of games are RPG first-person shooters.
Like what?
Fallout.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Fallout.
Yeah, but see, Fallout as an RPG is very different than what Cyberpunk or like The Witcher is kind of building up to be. I'd say it's more like Deus Ex. I don't know if you ever played the Deus Ex games, but like the gunplay is pretty bad.
I mean, it's not incredible in Fallout either.
Yeah. So like, I hope that doesn't happen in Cyberpunk. I hope it's not like ass.
It might have been good. Thinking about Fallout, it might have been good when Fallout 3 was new, but now it just feels clunky and dated.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like GTA 5 controls, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, all those games, there's at least on consoles, there's virtually no gunplay because it aims your gun for you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm a little nervous for that. The only thing that makes me a little happy is, I guess there was a thing where someone who played Cyberpunk said the first gunfight doesn't happen until 4 hours into the game. So,
okay.
If that's the focus, then cool, I guess. Maybe it will be a lot more exploration and narrative than actual combat.
I like exploration in games. I like to explore.
As do I.
I like to just, look at every crevice in the world.
Mm-hmm. Sniff it like a dog.
Yeah. I like to look through things. I like to loot people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely because I know you can. I saw in the what is that promotional thing they released where it shows you the kind of three paths you can choose.
Oh, the life paths. Yeah.
Yeah, I like This is not a first playthrough thing, but a second playthrough thing, where I want to choose the corporate life path,
I'm doing nomad.
and become. I just want to become like a completely evil businessman.
Yeah.
Like fully evil. I just want to murder indiscriminately.
I want to do nomad on my first
Man,
playthrough.
woman, child.
Yeah. Do you know which one you're doing yet?
I'll probably do Nomad.
Yeah. I think podcast I was listening to was talking about it, and they made a really good point that I was thinking about with the nomad lifestyle. Is remember in Oblivion, how you're in the sewers and then you finally step out of the sewers and you're introduced to this world and you're kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't it be kind of cool to spend the first couple hours of the game in the desert and then go to Night City and be like, whoa, this city's like fucking crazy.
Dang, this shit go crazy.
So that's cool. I mean, I think that'd be cool if something like that happens. The plot of the game has me intrigued too, because I keep hearing like just the basic plot where they say it's about hunting the key to immortality. Like, I wonder what the hell they're gonna do with the story of this game, because I know nothing beyond that.
Yeah. Man, imagine that's just how the game ends. Is you just get that key to immortality, and then you just never die after the end of the game.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's so much.
I can't think of a lot of games that have had major gameplay changes like that after you beat the maze. I'm thinking maybe Subnautica has that, where the little guys, the little guys that teleport you out of your submarine, the really annoying ones, they don't exist after you beat the game.
Oh yeah.
Because they existed. The whole story of the game is the planet is quarantined. Because there's a virus on the planet. It's topical now.
Sounds familiar.
There's a virus on the planet, so it destroys anything that goes near it.
Yeah.
Not the virus, but whoever was there before you set up a thing to destroy whatever gets near the planet. But you go to like the bottom of the ocean and find this big leviathan that gives you its blood that you use to cure yourself of the virus and cure the planet of the virus. And the little like things that were made as containment units to like if you somehow survive your crash or your explosion, it hunts you down and it's supposed to kill you. So they're non-organic life forms, and they detect that the virus isn't there, so they just fuck off. They become passive.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Cyberpunk is like, dude, there's so much to probably do in this game. So many choices to make, and like, did you hear what they? This is so funny, but did you hear what they did with the trash in the game?
No.
Like, I don't understand what they're getting paid or what they're on at CD Projekt Red, but in most games, say GTA, you walk by a trash can and you don't fucking think about it, right?
Yeah.
They went out of their way to model all the trash in the game to be accurate to the world. So if there's a brand in the world, a soda brand, the soda cans that you will see rolling around or in a dumpster will be accurate to that brand. Why? I have no idea. But it's like, there's going to be so many awesome little things to find in this game. That's why I can't wait to play.
What I will say that would be interesting about being like a nomad in the game, which could be good with a would fit with like a role-playing sort of thing, is to just be like a scavenger. Just go around and like pick through the trash.
Yeah.
I really hope you can like, there's sort of a crafting system in there and you can just craft stuff out of like trash that you find.
That would be cool.
That's a thing in 7 Days to Die.
Mm-hmm.
You get like scrap metal and you can make scrap metal armor and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Do you like
cool.
that game?
Yeah.
I played it way back when it first came out, or like closer to when it first came out, and it was so buggy and bad.
It still is.
It still is.
I don't know if it still is. I haven't played it in a while. But last time I played it, it was less buggy. It was definitely playable.
I feel like
but
that
it had
game.
its bugs.
I feel like that game has so much potential too. It was made by Telltale, I believe. Yeah, they co-developed it. I believe Telltale.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't.
7 Days to Die.
No, it's just the Fun Pimps.
Yeah, but right here, publishers, the Fun Pimps and Telltale Games.
Oh yeah, they were Telltale Publishing. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't make. They didn't have
Yeah, because I
anything
remember
to
they
do
did this too, where you could pre-order the game for console and you got to play as, you got to play as the people from The Walking Dead. That's right, from the game.
You didn't get. I mean, they didn't really necessarily have anything to do with the game aside from they published it.
Yeah.
So.
Which I thought they had developed it, but no. Speaking of Telltale Games, even though they're kind of bankrupt or whatever, but Wolf Among Us 2, I hope that's still a thing. Wolf Among Us 1 was so fucking good.
I thought they were fully defunct. I thought they just weren't.
Skybound took over.
Okay.
They finished the last season of The Walking Dead, and then now they announced the Wolf Among Us 2.
Okay.
So excited for that, but you know. What the hell was I gonna say? I had something. Oh, you were talking about buggy. Well, we were talking about buggy with 7 Days to Die. You know what I noticed about Valhalla? Not to bring it back to that, but
bug.
Remember I said it ran really well for a Ubisoft game?
Yeah.
I feel like I hit a part in the story where maybe they ran out of time to develop, and it just fucking crashes like every couple hours. I had 0 performance issues up until maybe 25 hours in, and now the game's crashed 4 times on me. I've had frame rate drops. I've clipped through the map. So I swear they just like really honed in when they first started developing the first like 20 hours of the game, and then something happened and they were like, "Oh shit, we got to get this out." And it's just been fucking buggy mess since.
In Fallout 4, in one of the DLCs when you go to Nuka World, there's areas in that world that lag horribly.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'm like, this game doesn't look that good to be lagging this much.
Yeah.
So there's portions of the game where you'll move literally a few feet from one portion of the map to a slightly different portion of the map, and your frame rate will just drop. I haven't played in a long time, so if I'm being vague, that's why.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember the specifics of it.
That's pretty annoying, not gonna lie.
Also, a neat thing about Bethesda games in that engine is that anytime you move anything, it becomes an object that has to be loaded in the game. So, like, if you move a bunch of stuff, those objects technically have to exist in memory. So, whereas objects that you can interact with them, but you're not in that part of the world, they don't exist technically in memory. But objects that have been moved do. So the more objects you move, the more memory you're using.
Huh.
So.
Really? I was actually going to bring it around, too, to say, can we ats the creation engine, please?
It's ran its course.
Yes, very much so.
Another engine I think that should be on the chopping block is the Rage engine.
From Rage, the game?
No, from GTA.
Oh, I didn't even know it was made on the Rage engine from GTA.
I think it is. GTA 5 and Red Dead's on it too.
Why do you think it should be chopped? Because I mean, GTA I agree sucks, but what is holding back like Red Dead 2?
It's just a dated engine.
Yeah.
Is what
I feel like they could do a lot more performance stuff if they started making it with a new engine. Because like Red Dead 2 performance-wise.
Yeah, Rockstar Advanced Game Engine, Rage.
Yeah, advanced for what, 2001?
Let me see when it was released. So The Rockstar Advanced Game Engine is a proprietary game engine developed by the Rage Technology Group's division of Rockstar Games San Diego. Since its first game, Rockstar Presents Table Tennis, in 2006, the engine has been used by Rockstar Games' internal studios.
So it was designed for table tennis. Nice.
So it has been used in table tennis, GTA 4, GTA 4 Ballad of Gay Tony, Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, Max Payne 3, GTA 5, and Red Dead 2. It's just an old engine.
Yeah.
We need a Rage 2 or something.
Can we get Max Payne 4 as well? Or like something Max Payne, because Max Payne 3 is like fucking incredible.
I looked at this wiki again. I was looking at this wiki to see under the games using Rage section. It shows the platforms each of the games is on, and I forgot for a moment that GTA 5 is coming to PS5 and Series X. I'm so mad. Just give us another game, please. For the love of God.
I am kind of mad at that as well.
Who?
Someone will buy it.
I'm gonna look it up. Hang on. I want to see. GTA 5 active
users,
players. Here's Steam charts. The peak players in the 24-hour peak players for GTA 5 is 144,000.
That's
on Steam.
That's absolutely
still
on Steam too. Just Steam.
As of 29 minutes ago, there were 71,000 people playing. The all-time peak was 360,000.
That's, I don't know, man. That game is so boring.
At this point, it is, yeah.
When it came out, it was super fun. You know what I was thinking about with Valhalla as well? I want to see more physics, open world games like Red Dead 2, because that game has like all the Rockstar games have like really cool physics for the most part. They're newer ones, but like everything it seems in like Valhalla and other open world games are like very animation heavy. But like Red Dead 2, you can stumble down a flight of stairs and fucking eat shit. But in Valhalla, like, you can crash into something on your horse and it just doesn't do anything. And it just reminds me of why I fucking love Red Dead.
It doesn't do anything? What do you mean it doesn't do anything?
You just crash into a tree at full speed like a horse and you just stop in place.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like, even like The Witcher 3 too. Like, The Witcher 3, if you can get knocked down, there's physics, but if you like crash into something, nothing happens. Red Dead 2, you hit stuff, it actually affects your horse. Like, it just seems...
If you go on Red Dead 2, if you go over a slightly large bump, you will get thrown from your horse.
Yeah.
Like, your horse is just looking for reasons to throw you. Because I love that though. In my last playthrough, I did a lot of traveling by not roads. I just went directly straight to the waypoint.
I did that in my first playthrough,
and it was really fun until it wasn't. I got thrown from my horse a lot, and that just reminds me is I had one horse the whole game, and then in the epilogue, I went through two horses because one of my horses got shot and killed.
God, by who?
I don't remember.
That's fucked.
I don't remember. But it got shot and killed, and I was upset about it. So I had to... Oh, no, I got in a fight in Rhodes, I think. And my horse got shot during that fight. So I had to steal a horse and escape Rhodes just enough so that the wanted level went down, and then I looped back around, paid off my bounty, grabbed my saddle, put it on the new horse, and went to get another new horse to buy one.
What a sad life, man.
Yeah.
Depressing. But yeah, I mean, I just want to see more physics in like a game like that. I feel like Valhalla could do well with physics.
Yeah, you don't really ragdoll.
Yeah, that's kind of the better term, more so than physics. Ragdoll.
You ragdoll in Rockstar games.
Yeah, and I wanna see that.
I wanna, yeah.
Like, you remember on console? I don't know if it was on PC, but on console, GTA 5 story mode had a button to ragdoll. You would jump and hit the circle or B to fight, and you would just fall.
You would just ragdoll. I don't know why they didn't put that in online.
I also don't know why they didn't put that in Red Dead too.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been awesome. Oh man, especially because everything's so crunchy in Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Like in GTA, you're very like boom, boom, boom as you're like rolling down a staircase. But in Red Dead, you're just like dun dun down the stairs, dude. You feel it.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they put like extra sound effects in to make it feel.
I feel like
worse.
they really pushed Roger Clark down a staircase.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, I got some jelly beans. You like jelly beans? And they kicked him down a staircase and reported it.
Oh man, they shot him. They literally shot him. He said, "Oh,
Oh, you shot me.
that's not a bad reaction. Honestly, I'm proud of him for holding his own. Imagine getting
He
shot
stayed
and just
in
going, "Ooh."
character when he was shot.
Oh, I love Roger Clark. Yeah. Anyway, got some jelly beans.
You like jelly beans? I got some jelly beans.
I got some jelly beans.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan. $5,000 for your head alone.
I got some jelly
I
beans.
got some jelly beans.
Oh, that's fucking incredible.
That's how the game actually ends. That's the true ending.
Him and Milton sit by a rock eating jelly beans.
Yeah,
and Ross.
Arthur Morgan is like, I got some jelly beans, and Milton's like, yo, I love jelly beans, dude. You know what? Just forget the whole thing, and then that's it. That's how the game ends. That's the real ending. That's the
That's
good
the
ending.
canon. That's the canon.
That's the good ending. Of Red Dead 2.
Damn. Damn, bro.
There's him and Milton, Ross, Arthur,
And
and
Jack.
Jack. They all eat jelly beans.
And then in Red Dead 1, Jack fucking ices Ross.
Just for no reason. Just because he felt like it.
Because he stole his jelly beans. Oh, man.
Because that means canonically, John wouldn't die. So that means canonically you wouldn't be Jack. So he just does that just because.
That also means canonically, Abigail and Jack wouldn't get taken from John
Yeah.
as well.
He would just be a humble farmer.
Yeah.
So.
I would love to see, not even to bring it back to Red Dead, I'll probably just cut this out, but
Red Dead, the good ending.
I'd like to see, like, the whole part where Abigail gets taken and Jack from him. Like, did they ever explain how that happened?
I don't know.
I don't think so. That'd be a cool thing to see. Man, there's so much stuff they could have done in Red Dead 1 now that Red Dead 2 is a thing. Ugh, I almost hope they just fucking remake it, but that would be a bad idea, because they'd probably ruin it. But what are you
Just
gonna do?
release it for PC, please.
Yeah, I was hoping that remaster got debunked, unfortunately.
Oh, it's not real.
No. I was actually so sad.
Ah.
I was like, damn, dude, a Red Dead Outlaw Collection, where it's, at the very least, if they just remastered Red Dead 1, like Red Dead 2 or something, or just like updated it a little bit, or even just ported it to PC, it'd be so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Oh, did you see that Red Dead Online is a standalone now?
Yeah, I did. I was like, what the hell? I don't get that.
I don't either.
Just like, I mean, the main game is good, and that part
Incredible.
isn't.
Yeah. So many people, they actually said, I think they actually came out and said they're not making Undead Nightmare 2 because they're focusing on Red Dead Online because it's better, is what they said. So, yeah, it opens up more opportunities for them. And I was like,
Who plays Red Dead Online, though?
I don't know. I mean, GTA Online, I can get why they're sticking to it like a bunch of assholes. It's because they're making so much money. But Red Dead Online? Really?
Like,
I mean,
I don't hear anything about Red Dead Online. I hear a lot still about GTA Online.
Yeah,
I
same.
don't hear anything about Red Dead Online.
I barely hear anything about Red Dead Online. And it's usually just like new jobs they added.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't name one person who plays Red Dead Online.
I tried it once, and I tried fist fighting my brother when it first came out, and they ruined
And then
the
you
fist
played
fighting.
Red Dead Online?
Yes. Yes.
We're going off books now. We don't have anything to talk about. We're just shooting the shit. This isn't like a scripted bit. This is a real thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Red Dead. I just feel like maybe they shouldn't force multiplayer into all of their games.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's worked for them.
Yeah, but that's because GTA Online is actually good if you've been playing since day one.
Or if you have a lot of money.
Or if you have a lot of money. Yeah.
Actually, both.
Both, yeah.
Because you need to be a high level, and you need to have a lot of money.
There's people who are level, like, 500 plus in that game, naturally. Not from, like, cheating or anything, but literally from playing.
Yeah, I
have over 100 hours in that game, single player and multiplayer. And
in GTA
I'm, like,
Online,
level 40.
In GTA Online alone, I had, like, 15 or 16 days of time logged. And I was, like, level 145 or something.
That's insane, dude.
So my only goal was to get to 120 to get the minigun. So
Yeah.
I had the minigun, and I used that a lot, and that was fun. But
Yeah.
the only thing is, I did that grind on Xbox. So by the time I was playing with people on PC, all my friends were like level 10.
Yeah.
And I was just like with a minigun in an apartment and a bunch of cars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had the armored Kuruma that I drove around a lot.
I loved that fucking car.
I ended up just saying I don't care, and I got my account banned because I was like, money glitch, not money glitch, money hack.
Yeah. I always thought of it as like GTA Online is kind of like R-rated Sims.
In a way,
Yeah.
because they have roleplay servers too.
Yeah.
That a lot of people play in.
A lot of people play that, and I feel like that could totally be cool if you had like a group of friends that all knew each other.
Yeah, it's like
But you know,
Gmod Dark RP. If you've played that with your friends ever.
no, I've heard of like role playing it, but what's Dark RP?
It's basically like a regular roleplay server, but it's all like crime stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I went in one of them, and one of the jobs was just terrorist, and you just get all the explosives.
God damn.
It was fucking
You get
funny.
a vest with explosives or anything?
Something like that. You got a bunch of explosives, and it was fun. And it was fun when you had your friends with you, because I remember one time I had a group of friends, and we all took over this one building, this one house, and we had a common thing with Dark RP servers was money printers, because they couldn't implement an economy right.
Yeah.
So everyone just had a money printer. So I remember we got money printers, and we put it all together, and then we bought the best ones we could, and we had a room full of money printers and money.
Yeah.
So we had all like guns and stuff, and we were guarding this house, and a bunch of people started raiding the house, and we were like doing that back and forth thing you can do in Source games where someone opens the door and you close it right as they do.
Yeah.
So it's just opening, closing the door, opening, closing the door, opening, closing the door. And then whoever was doing that finally backed up, let the door open, and we just rained fire. And the person who was doing it, it was like a kid. He turns on his mic, he had pushed to talk on. It was just like, ah! You just heard him screaming as we just rained bullets on him.
You're fucking disintegrated.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Dark RP basically.
That sounds kind of cool.
And that was fun, but no one really plays Gmod RP anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone out of fashion.
So to speak, yeah.
That was fun as shit though.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking cool. Oh man. Fucking just gets eviscerated.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say someone threw like a frag grenade outside the door.
No, we just all fired AKs at him until he wasn't there.
Yes, the AK, the terrorist.
No, not all of us were terrorists. I forget what all of us were, but we just had this money printing operation.
That's funny. That's cool.
Oh, they were kind of like, some of the servers were kind of gay though, because it was like, they would be like, you can't RDM, so basically like you can't just randomly kill people, which is interesting, but like, if you can't just randomly kill people, there's no reason to fight. There's no reason to do PvP.
Yeah.
So what's the point, you know?
Yeah, that seems a little whack. I mean, I get it, but like GTA passive mode, I used to turn that on sometimes.
Yeah.
Problem I
it's
had with
lame.
passive mode is that you still can't fight civilians.
Well, the thing with GTA Online is I never played in pubs. I only played in private lobbies.
Yeah, I always did pubs.
Just because pubs were super annoying.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of people would just, like, randomly kill you. But there are reasons in GTA Online to kill other players.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the bounties, or there's the drop missions, whatever they are, to fill up your warehouse with cargo and then deliver the cargo. I remember there was an exploit with that they can't exactly patch out because it's not like a cheat. It's not like a glitch. It's like just a connection thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what you would do is you had to have your computer hardwired or have like a USB Wi-Fi adapter that you can just take out.
Yeah.
You would join a public lobby and just like take out your Ethernet cable, plug it back in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game would like kind of all the blips of players would just freeze for a minute. Everyone would drop from the session, but it's technically just you dropping from the session. But it would show everyone leaving, and now you had a public lobby all to yourself.
Yeah.
And then when people started joining, do it again. And then you just get your cargo drops, and you make money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's the thing, is there is a reason to kill other players in GTA Online.
Yeah, there's an incentive behind it.
There's monetary gain, so random death matches just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is a bit of a mishmash.
Streaky ass mustard chair. But yeah, no, we've been all over the place. Hopefully, by the time we record next, let's see, this will be going up the 16th. We'd be recording the 19th. So maybe not by the time we record next. But sometime soon you should have a quest too.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And we'll have Cyberpunk to talk about.
Oh yeah, that'll be like almost the whole episode, so if not a whole episode.
Yeah. So expect
that.
Several weeks of spoiler casts. So, you know all the Red Dead 2 talk we do? It's going to be like that but amplified up to like 50. Like 50 times.
And it's going to be all Cyberpunk.
It's just going to be
and probably
Cyberpunk.
Witcher. I'm going to imagine we're probably going to make comparisons to The Witcher.
Well, in Cyberpunk, you could do this, but in The Witcher, it was different, you know?
So in the Cyberpunk, I got a... In that there Cyberpunk, I got a sports car.
So in Cyberpunk, I got a sports car, and then in Witcher, you got a roach? Whoa, that's pretty crazy.
That's nuts, man.
That's crazy, man. But in Cyberpunk, Witcher, there's Geralt, Cyber V, Punk, 2077.
You're fucking brain dead. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the doctors keep telling me.
Nice. Expect that. That should be fun. I'm also probably going to be talking a lot about Medal of Honor VR because I'm very hyped.
Oh.
Very excited. So, a lot of stuff to talk about. Coming weeks. These episodes are very mishmashy, like you said.
Because we're in an in-between time.
Yeah.
We're
I don't want to just talk about Valhalla, but like Cyberpunk's around the corner.
We're just before Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So
the major world event. Cyberpunk. Watch the game suck, dude.
If the game sucks, I will probably jump off a building.
We're gonna come back in the next recording session and be like, yeah, so we played it, we refunded it.
So we played it, and
so
it's
back to
bad.
Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2.
So I'm doing a third playthrough of Red Dead 2.
Oh man.
Even though I just finished my second one.
I uninstalled The Witcher. I deleted it from my Steam profile. Just straight up axed it. I was like, I'm done.
I took the portion of my brain that had all the memories of The Witcher 3 and I had it removed. So I'm going to play that again.
And then next week, I'll be doing the same thing with Red Dead 2 again.
Yeah, but that's like a significant amount of my brain mass removed, so I might be a little dumb idiot.
But yeah, hopefully next week I'll be hearing a lot about Cyberpunk.
I really hope it's good. I really hope it's what I hope it is.
I think it will be.
I think it will be.
I mean, maybe I've been trying to lower my expectations because I understand that it is not going to be perfect.
Oh, no.
So I need to be ready for day one issues, and I need to be ready for, like, yeah, maybe the shooting is kind of whack, but I have to be more focused on what I think will be great, such as the story and the RPG element, because I know CD Projekt Red is capable of that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't expect this to be the game of the world. Like, this is not more than likely going to be the absolute perfect unit of a game,
Well,
but
I'm just worried about the No Man's Sky effect.
Yeah.
But the thing with No Man's Sky is it was overhyped but underdelivered. But this time it's like overhyped and will probably deliver.
So No Man's Sky, I will say, was also developed by 4 people. I believe 4 people.
Yeah, that's fair.
And in its current state, No Man's Sky is like above and beyond what was promised, which is good in the end.
Yeah.
So shout out to Hello Games, but yeah, I think it's like you said. I think this will be promised and delivered.
But there are going to be people who are like, well, it's not this, it's not that, it's not the perfect game ever.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
But I don't care about those people.
You still have to think about the confines of a video game.
Mm-hmm.
My guy.
What I do have to say is, have you seen how much the day one patch is?
No.
48.5 gigs. So, hopefully they did a lot of bug squashing.
48.5 gigs worth, probably.
Yo, speaking of storage, I found out something I didn't realize about Oculus games that kind of makes me a little tiny bit tilted. Medal of Honor's 160 gigabytes, I believe.
Holy shit.
Do you know what Oculus does when you update a game? It duplicates the game.
So how are you going to be able to update it?
You update the game by duplicating it, so that's over 300 gigs. That's over 400 gigs.
No, I'm saying how are you going to be able to do it on a Quest? It's only 256.
It's not native, it's Link.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not a Quest game that's 170. No, it's a PC game.
Oh, all right. I'm not as awestruck anymore.
So
100 plus gig PC games are the standard now.
So with Oculus though, if you have to do like a 5 gig patch, it has to fucking duplicate the game, edit the 5 gigs of files, and then delete the non-new version of it and reinstall it. I've always wondered why Oculus games Asgard's Wrath, it's 160 or 116 gigabytes. It will literally take me 2 hours to update. I've always wondered why, and now I have my answer, and I'm kind of upset about it.
What do you have? What do you have it on?
I have it on a hard drive.
That's probably why.
Oh, that is why.
And
Which
I'll have all my games on a hard drive too, so.
Which I will be getting an SSD for Christmas, but don't tell my girlfriend that I know that.
I will probably, at some point in time, one of these years, I'll just do a full SSD swap.
Yeah.
But currently I have 15 terabytes of storage in my computer, and I'm not getting 15 terabytes of SSDs.
So I have a 4 terabyte hard drive, and I'm going to be settling for a 2 terabyte SATA SSD. And that's already tough enough.
I suppose I could get the Sabrent 8 terabyte ones.
What, the SSD?
Yeah.
But isn't that like $800?
Oh, they're like $1,000 a piece, yeah. That would be my only way I could settle.
Do you need 15 terabytes though?
No, but I want to match what I have at least.
You fucking psycho. You don't think... I just look at it, if I have a 4 terabyte hard drive, I'd prefer the speed over the capacity.
Well, I'm a little bit cracked. All right, I'm a little bit
Seems so.
insane.
I think it's time to put you to bed.
Like forever?
No, just for now.
Oh, okay.
And then, while you're sleeping, 12 gauge, mouth, trigger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm gonna paint like one of my French whores with a 12 gauge.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Anyway.
I can see that.
Anyway. Anyway.
So anyway, that's the end of the show.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna end her off today. Do you have any closing remarks?
Don't do drugs. And I hope Cyberpunk is good.
I hope Cyberpunk is
If
good.
it's not, I'm going to do drugs.
Yeah, if it's not, I am going to take a lethal dose. I'm going to inject a lethal dose of heroin directly into my left testicle.
Oh, no.
So anyway, Synapse Misfire at pm.me. Send us your comments, questions, concerns, death threats. Import our RSS feed into your favorite or least favorite podcasting app.
Spotify is in the
Check
link.
us out on Spotify, baby! And that's it. That's the show.
Yeah.
I've
Later.
been your host.
And I've been your quack host.
I think it's time to get out of my house.
I don't like Sean's foot.
I don't like his face. I don't know why he's looking at me like that.
Ew, guy. What the hell's that right angle?
Ew,
Nasty.
ew, dude. He's
You-
got a straight 90-degree foot, bro.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Ew, dude. Ew, dude. So gross.